All right, we are back again over at 511 Tactical, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the lower wear. Earlier we looked at some of the shirts and the hoodies. Today we have shoes and boots. What do we got?
Well, traditionally 511's been known for maybe our duty style of footwear. So your traditional black boots or your your Coyote Desert Tan boots. We're branching out into a new area for us, and that's trying to round out the lifestyle of our end user and operator. So sometimes those guys are doing administrative jobs, sometimes they're behind a desk, sometimes they have to go to court, or sometimes they're just hanging out with their family and they want to have a nice shoe for going to dinner or a date night. So we've launched a new series of footwear called the Pursuit series. And Pursuit just kind of means, hey, I can run and perform in these. If the situation changes, I have a shoe that looks great with a nice pair of slacks, but it's still going to hold up to my expectations for what it needs to do on the street or for performance. So, for example, we keep our nice, aggressive tread and outsole on these. We have the notches in the front for the toe box to climb up and over a chain link fence. You still have a little bit of siping in the back for your heel brake, and lugs that are big enough and tacky enough to give you traction I can still knock out before I walk into the house and torque off the wife.
Yeah, I mean, I know one of the problems I face in Colorado is during the snow. Good-looking shoes just don't hold up in the snow. They're too slippery, and something like this with that aggressive tread is really going to, it's going to help me out just in my day-to-day life.
I've used the same tread pattern in another one of our shoes, the Recon boot, and I've done Tough Mudders, I've done mud runs in them, and they have incredible traction for going up and over slippery surfaces. I've been very impressed by them. In addition to that, it's an 8mm heel-to-toe drop. We have a little bit of a shank, a nylon shank on the inside, which gives you that stiffness you need so it still performs like a boot, but it still acts like an athletic shoe at the same time, giving you the comfort of an athletic shoe. And then on the back side, all these have our blood type patch, so that way you can either take this off or put on like no penicillin or identify with your blood type, give you that tactical edge. And then we went with a really classy 511 logo, the VXI, kind of dresses it up a little bit more,
Very nice.
Next series here is our Pursuit Advance. So just kind of like your light trail hiker, it gives you a different look. It still looks great with slacks, but just another look to it. And then moving on up to our Rangemaster series. Rangemaster series, hey, this is not maybe the shoe I wore when I was on duty kicking in the door, but this is a shoe I can go to the range and train all day long. Maybe I'm shooting my quals in it, or just hanging out for a light hike with the family and hitting the trails. So we have 3 new colors of these. Again, it has that same 8mm heel-to-toe drop, that same tread pattern we've become accustomed to. I think people are going to find this a very comfortable, practical, well-rounded shoe. And you're noticing that we're getting into some colorways that work a little bit more than, again, just your traditional, black and tan.
And what are we looking at price point-wise?
I have absolutely no idea.
So this is all brand new stuff that's just coming out.
This is brand new. I apologize. I don't know the price.
Well, that's all right. What about estimated ship times?
All these pieces of footwear should be arriving basically now through the next 30 days. So everything should be launching, right around the corner here. Sorry, the last couple of shoes I want to just touch on are our Recon Trainers. The trainers we launched mid-year last year. They've done extremely well for us. This is for that person who wants to always be ready with their training practices. Maybe it's a non-traditional workout, more like a CrossFit style workout. Again, we keep that same 8mm heel-to-toe drop. It's a great transition from not a traditional heel striking shoe and not necessarily 100% forefoot running, but it's that midfoot stride or the transition stride that the person is adjusting to. On the inside, we have an insole, but this is also what's called California construction or a slip glass, so we can take this out. And if you want to go barefoot, you can do that as well and get a more natural feel. So you can wear the shoe with or without the insole inside. On the bottom side, we went with a more aggressive tread pattern on the forefoot and the heel. But in the middle, we've gone with more of a sport court pattern. So if I'm doing shuttle sprints, I can pivot and turn and run back. So that gives you that nice surface there. And then these also have a Hellcore finish on the inside. So you're doing rope climbs or sliding down ropes, it's not going to burn out the shoe. So.
Oh, very nice. And in terms of waterproof or water resistant?
No, not waterproof or water resistant, but these are extremely breathable, so designed to dry out fast or to basically let the water squish out during your performance or your running. And new for us this year, we've also launched these same shoes in women's colorways and women's sizes. So that's brand new for us in the women's footwear for the athletic side.
And they're definitely all good-looking shoes. I mean, I wouldn't mind wearing any of these for different occasions.
Oh, and they're comfortable too. You notice a lot of our reps here in the booth are wearing these shoes because they are so comfortable. And the last bit I'm going to talk to you today is the Expert 2.0. This is a very high-end technical hiking shoe. The nice thing about this is a nice aggressive tread pattern on this. Again, I can knock out the dirt and debris from underneath here, but it's an approach shoe. I mean, if you're wearing a heavy pack or ruck, or you're on unstable terrain or very angled terrain, this is the piece of footwear you'd want to wear because it's so stiff. It's going to give you that platform to really hold yourself up and be stable. We have a nice kick toe box inside this as well, some Hellcore on here to protect that front toe box. And then we're really proud of our partnership with Kyle Lamb from Viking Tactics, who brought this idea to us, and we've been developing with him. And then these do have, we partner with Event on these for that moisture-wicking property, but it's also waterproof as well. So it gives you the breathability you need and the performance you need when you're out in the trails.
So those are the high-end hiking boots.
Yes, sir. These are the high-end shoe.
Excellent, Dave. Again, thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.